Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Code Logic. In this series we are seeing the Accenture coding test questions. So this is fourth part of this series. So if you are new here then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now without wasting any time, let's get started. So you can see this is a problem statement asked in Accenture on campus interview on the 12th August. Okay. So what the question says is we have to write the function product smallest pair. Okay, the function accepts an integer sum and the integer sum and integer array of size n. Implement the function to find the pair array of I array of jk where j is not equals to k, such that array of j and k are two list elements of the array and their sum should be less than sum. Okay, sum which we are getting as a parameter. Okay, then we have to return the product of element of this pair. Okay, so we have to return the product of these two elements. So assumptions are like return -1 if array is empty or n is less than 2. Okay, so suppose array has only one element or the zero element, then we have to return the -1 and return 0 if no such pair found. So there are elements in array, but we have not found any two elements whose sum is less than this sum. Okay, then we have to return the 0 and all computed values lies within integer range. So we can take the integer as a parameters. So now here suppose we have sum 9 and this is our array. Okay, then output is 2 here. So how they have reached to the output? Because if you see here, uh, if you sort the array and then you find out the list two elements, then those are like 1 and 2. So their sum is 3, which is less than 9. Okay, so this one is our 9 which is less than 9. So their output is product of these two. So product is 2. Okay, that's how they have reached to the output. Suppose we'll take the another example. So sum is 4 and if you sort this array, then first two elements will be -7 and 3. So the sum is -4 and their product is -21. So this will be our output. Okay, so now let's start with the coding part. So you can see here we have written one function here, product smallest pair. Okay, and then we have main method inside which we have one array and then we have some variable and we are just calling this method. Okay, and we are passing this sum and array. Okay, now we'll start with the coding part. So if you see here, there is a first condition if array return -1 if array is empty or n is less than 2. Okay, so this is n is the length of array. So if array dot size is less than 2, then we'll have to return the -1. Okay, otherwise we have to find the two small elements. Okay, two list elements. So we are doing it in O of n time. So there is another approach to sort the array and then find out the first two elements, but that will cause sorting will cause the time complexity n log n, but we are finding it in a O of n time. Okay, so that's the best approach. Find two list elements. So we'll have integer min, we'll assign the value to the int max, then second min we'll assign the value to the int max. So we'll iterate over the array now. So we'll check if array of I is less than minimum. If this is the case, then we'll first update the second minimum with the minimum, and then update the minimum with array of I. Okay, so there could be another case. So if array of I is not less than minimum, but it could be less than second minimum. So else, if array of I is less than second minimum, then we'll update the second minimum with the array of I. Okay, so here we have find out the minimum and second minimum values, and we'll have to return the product of minimum and second minimum, but we have to again check it. So if minimum plus second minimum is less than sum, then we'll have to return the product. We'll add it inside the round brackets, and then we'll have to return the product here, product of minimum and second minimum. Otherwise we'll just return the 0. Okay, as you can see here, return 0 if no such pair found. Okay, now it's time for us to execute our code. Okay, so here you can see minimum is 1 and second minimum is 2. So we'll run our code. Okay, so there are some errors. Okay, array dot size, and we have missed a semicolon here. Okay, we'll pass here array size also. So currently array size is 7, so we'll pass this 7. Okay, you'll add one integer int size. So here just change it to this size, and here also change it to the size, and then here we have missed semicolon. Okay, now we'll again execute our code. Then you will see output as 1 2 and 2. So 1 2 are the two smallest elements. Okay, and this is a product. Now we'll change your example out input. So we'll add this one, 983 minus 739. We'll add sum as 4. We'll execute the code. Okay, you can see minus 7 3, and output is minus 21. So this is what we have got here. Okay, so now we'll start with the second problem statement. Okay, the question says is n-based notation system is right for writing numbers that uses n different symbols. Okay, so symbols are first n symbols from given notation list includes symbol for O. Okay, so decimal to base n base notation we have to convert it. So suppose for 0 to 9 the symbols are same. Okay, but from 9 onwards the symbols are changing, because you can see here, if it's a 10 then we have to update it as a. Similarly, if it's a 20 then relative character, alphabetical character, what could be that, so we have to update that. Okay, so they have given us a function dicto n base, okay, which we have to complete it. So this function accepts a positive integer n and number. Okay, implement the function to calculate the n base equivalent number for that and return the same string. So we have to return the string. So we'll see the example now, so you'll get the better idea of the problem statement. So you can see here, so we have a number 12, and then n12 and number 718. So what we have to do is we have to convert this number to the n base system. So there are many systems like binary, ternary, hexadecimal. So decimal is our general system, so we have to convert it. So how we are going to convert it? First we'll divide this 718 with the 12. Okay, so if you divide this, then we'll get the quotient as a 59, and then we'll get the remainder as a 10. So that 10 we can convert it as a. Okay, then after that we have 59, right? So we have to divide it again 59 with a 12 until there is a 0 here. Okay, so if we divide the 59 with the 12, then we'll get the quotient as a 4, and then remainder as a 11. So 11 means it's a B. Okay, then we have 4. Now we'll divide 4 with a 12, so we'll get the quotient 0 and remainder as a 4. So that 4 could be 4. Okay, so our output is like 4 B A. So remember, we have to reverse the output. So 4 first, then B, and then A. Okay, so this is what they have given us, and we are going to implement it. So now let's start with the coding part. So you can see here we have two variables n and num. Okay, and we have written this method dicto and base. So we have to implement this method now. So first we'll start. So here we'll declare one variable string of type result of type string, and we'll assign the empty values. Okay, so while number is greater than 0. Okay, so while this number is greater than 0, we'll have to calculate the remainder. So remainder equals to number modulo this n. Okay, and then we'll have to divide it number with the n. So here if remainder is less than 9, okay, then remainder equals to character of 9 plus remainder plus 48. Okay, plus remainder. So we have to append this character at first. Okay, else similar case we'll copy this code, but here we'll update the value as a 55. Okay, so why I have updated here 48 and here 55? It's because suppose if remainder is 0, then its ASCII value is 48, so we have to update it to the 48, and then we have to convert it to the character. So ASCII value of 48 is 0, so that's why. So 0 plus remainder, so we have appended here 0 inside this string. Similar case, so if it is a we have to update it to the capital characters. So ASCII value starts from 65, 65 for A. So if remainder is greater than 9, then we have to append at 65. Okay, so now we'll have to return this string here. So that is result. Sorry, here we have to append it inside the result. Okay, so we have appended the value inside the result. Okay, and then we have appended a rest result string, and then we have returned a result here. So now we'll execute our code. So you can see this is our output 4BA, as we have seen here. So output for is 4BA. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the video, guys. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.